Hello and welcome back to Kino-Plays, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's go. You remember Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh? I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty! You did it! Guilty! It was you! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! Don't play with me! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! That's true! Holy crap! We're not gonna play it! Stop fucking doing things too fast! Give me my 50 cents! God damn it. Still, at least that wasn't as bad as Old Bag, where I couldn't even remotely try to read any of that. Yeah, at least some of those kids have smoker's lung. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologise, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. Oh, wait, this is adult Phoenix talking. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologise. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologise. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? God damn it, you had a big mouth as a kid. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Wait, it was Edgeworth's money that got stolen? Okay. No. Then you shouldn't apologise. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honour, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it, he's on. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Wait, you'll just shut up. Oh my god, Larry was... Oh, Larry as a kid, that is good. I like that version. If anything, he looks like even more of a brat than now, but less of a twat. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Bullshit. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Yeah, absolutely right, Sheriff Gillard. From brat to twat, he really grew up. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defence attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defence attorney just like my father. A famous defence attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defence attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defence attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying that I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who? Really, Nick? Nick, you read the DL6 incident. How have you not pieced this together? God damn it. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, what evidence have we lost then? Okay, we've lost the camera. We've lost the newspaper. I think that's all that they've taken away. Just the camera and the newspaper. Okay. Well, obviously the first place we should go is the lake, I guess. Go check out the boathouse itself. Maybe Polly can tell us something. Or maybe Maya will actually remember that she's got the password, the locker combination for that safe. And we can find out some information there. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Why does the accent I gave him change every goddamn time? Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eh. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limit to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. God, I've really given him a West Country accent there. Not sure if I've got the right place or not, but I think it's proper Brummy. Huh? The steel eyesaw's missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand's closed too. How can you tell there's no difference from before? Though I guess if Larry's not here, it would be closed. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Well, you're certainly limiting the number of places I need to visit then. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anyway. Ah! Ah! Haha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. No, that's a bit too close to Von Karma, that one there. Yeah. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here, anyway? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Squawk! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly? Hello! Hello! Squawk! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228! Squawk! Yes, I was right. It is the same number as the date of the DL6 incident. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth? Calling Edgeworth out to the lake? Getting on the boat? Firing twice? This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Huh. Time out. The guy who we got to confess to the murder of Mia, he was Mr. Wright, Mr. White, wasn't he? The guy who was involved in the DL6 incident. Well, not the incident, but the court case after the incident. Right? The one who proved that... The one who, I can't remember. I think... I'm pretty sure he was involved in ruining Mia's mum's reputation. So maybe... no. I was thinking maybe he could be the one who is behind this plot, because we put him in jail? But why would he go after Edgeworth? Well, I suppose he because Edgeworth was the prosecutor in the Mia murder trial. So he could partly blame Edgeworth for him going to jail, even though it was really our fault. I don't know, that just feels a bit too tenuous, really. Bit too much of a stretch. I don't know. Well, only one way to find out. Keep going. Oh, is there something else in here? No, there's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Yeah, I mean, literally everything is as it was drawn before, but that could just be to save effort. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look pretty puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Because, Nick, pretty much every conversation you have with Maya is not the conversation you're having with Maya. That's why. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. And devour my soul. Why does it have creepy white eye? It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? I did. I thought he was telling the truth. I just thought he was senile as hell and getting really confused. And then we found out about the brain damage, in which case I think he is just confused. But maybe he was lying? I still kind of believe everything he's said to us so far. I think that's probably why he has instructions on what to do. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Maybe we'd better not. That was weird. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Seriously? Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Oh. I thought I was looking at the bin, not the TV, but okay. I feel like maybe we should present something to the bird, but I don't know what we would do. Oh, we can't present anything here anyway. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe we'd be able to present something to the bird to get to give us a bit of information that we don't have, but guess not. Oh, no, not there. Really need to stop keying up on the movements. Detention centre? Alright, Edgy Boy, what have you got to tell us? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, not really. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh! Oh, right, yes. I seem to remember something like that. Nick? I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Seriously? Seriously. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yeah, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. No, he does not. Not in the least. He deserves derision and mockery. I learned everything I know in the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects are indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. I'll see what he has to say about the case file that we got. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. What? Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe? Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man? What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi Bear? Hello, boo-boo. God damn it, I couldn't resist, sorry. Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. I don't think we'll get any more out of him, but... Oh, this feels wrong to show him a picture of his dead dad. Dick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that. Yeah, you're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Huh? Fair enough. No, he's not interested in the parrot. I thought maybe distant chance he'd react to it because maybe he knows about the caretaker's dead wife, but I don't think he'll respond to the gun, but I mean, he could have some comment about its fingerprints, even though he has talked to us about that before. No, not interested in that. No. One last thing, just my badge. No. Yeah, I don't think there's any point of presenting the other ones to him, at least not at this time. Oh, we've got a new sentence anyway. Here we go. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help us! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs. Yeah, days I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. And with that scream, I wake. Yeah, it looks like he threw it and that set it off. Kind of hard to imagine. And even remotely believe, but okay. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. That's tinnitus, dude. It's not the scream ringing in your ears. Your ears are fucked from the gunshot. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. Yeah, but it still doesn't make sense why he would want revenge against the guy who defended him. I mean, his defense attorney didn't ruin his life. None of this is adding up. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. Oh, has she realised something? Has one of her 3 neurons actually worked for once? Is she going to say Grossberg? There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Mr. Grossberg? Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Miles Edgeworth. He... I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! That's impossible! Guns don't fucking work that way! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. And yeah, Tom, I agree with that. If the gun fired just once by accident, why is there a shot in the window? That doesn't seem like it would have happened for it to have done it through and through on his dad's body and then gone out the window like that. Not from the way the body slumped. It just doesn't make any sense, really. Plus, even in Edgeworth's dream, the implication is that the gun is fired twice. It certainly looked like it went off twice, even while he was showing himself throwing it. It doesn't fit. I still think that either the clerk or Edgeworth's father was shooting the window to try and let air in, and one bullet went through the glass, the other one ricocheted and killed him. It's just a question of whether it's accidental suicide or accidental murder. I think Edgeworth did indeed throw the gun, and then he passed out from the lack of oxygen, and one of those two is the one who shot it. Edgeworth heard the gunshots as he was passing out, but it wasn't him throwing it. I really don't believe that's likely. Mr. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. I keep going towards the Von Karma voice instead of doing anything for Grossbeck. I just can't figure out the voice to try and do for him. And I'm bad enough at voices as it is without not having a clear image of something. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Okay, now that precise wording doesn't mean he was saying that he was murdered by the bailiff. Just that he was killed and that Yogi shot it. That really is not him specifically saying that he was murdered by Yanni. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. No, I think that the ghost told 100% truth. I think people just misinterpreted it as a murder rather than an accident. Because no one questioned why there was a bullet hole in the glass of the elevator. Despite him being slumped over there. In fact, doesn't that even look like he was shot twice? I'm going to have to reread the incident report, because I'm a bit confused over what actually happened here. Let's see. Okay, location elevator. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Victim, Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney, trapped in elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay, so yeah, we're right about the 2 shots, but he was only hit once. Huh. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. That still doesn't give any reason why you would blame the defense attorney, though. Oh, and the reason I was saying it looks like he's been shot twice is because the shadow on the left side, his right side, makes it look like he was shot in the side as well as the heart. That's why I was a bit confused there about whether he'd been shot twice or not. But I mean, unless he was stood up with his back to that window and the murderer was also standing and shot him perfectly level on, there's no way that the bullet would have gone through him and hit the window like that. And even after that, he would have then had to have collapsed downwards and to the side, instead of just slumping down. None of that adds up. A ricochet feels far more reasonable here. Plus they said at the time that they were oxygen deprived. It's unlikely that either of them would have been standing at that point. In which case they would have been low down. So if he'd shot up, it would have hit the glass, then the ceiling, then the wall. It would have had to do a lot of rebounding to hit him. No matter what you look at, it's very confusing. And unless it's like we thought earlier on, Termo, maybe what happened was he shot the glass, then committed suicide? Because maybe he thought that shooting the glass alone wouldn't get enough oxygen in? But in that case, I don't know, it's a very strange situation. I mean, from a logic standpoint, you would think he would do the same thing that Oliver Queen's dad did in Arrow. Shoot the other survivor, then kill himself, in order for his son to have the most resources. I don't know. This whole thing's weird. I want to see how this works out, because if they were both on the ground at the time, I don't see how a ricochet would really work. I mean, it would be a 1 in a million ricochet for that. I just wish we had a bigger photo, because I would want to see if you've got the bullet hole here on the glass, and if on the other piece of glass on the outside of the elevator it was higher, lower, off to the side, so that you could work out a trajectory. I wish we had more than just this one photo to go off. Is there anything we should present to him, to Grossberg? Yeah, yeah, you're right there, Tom. I mean, why would he say that? Why would he claim that the other guy had shot him if it was suicide? I mean, it'd be a bit it'd be convoluted, but the only reason I could see for him to claim that it was murder and not suicide is if he's got a life insurance policy and he knows that he knew that suicide would mean that his son wouldn't get any money. So he was being an even bigger asshole, blaming the clerk just so that he could provide for his son as well as saving his life. It just feels like too much of a stretch, really. The suicide angle does. I don't know, Tomo. I don't know if Edgeworth's mum is dead or not, because we've had absolutely no explanation of were they divorced, was she dead, or what? I mean, was Edgeworth sent off to live with his mum, and that's why he transferred schools, or was he sent off to live with grandparents, and that's why he transferred schools? We don't know enough about his home life to even guess at these things. Ah, so he has reacted to the incident report, that's good. Pardon me? This incident took place 15 years ago, tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be erased. Okay, that didn't actually give us any further information. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of von Karma were he alive. Wait, what? What do you mean? Did he and von Karma work together or something? Was he a balancing influence on him to stop him from going as prosecution heavy as he is? Is this the first time we've been told about their connection? I mean, I know that von Karma was the prosecutor. Wait, no. Von Karma wasn't Von Karma wasn't the prosecutor in the DL6 incident. Otherwise, Yogi would have not been found innocent. What does Edgeworth's dad have to do with von Karma? I don't remember that coming up before. Strange. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Oh! Okay, now things are making more sense. Because, I mean, he did... We have been told already that he was found innocent because of the oxygen-deprived state, and so it was... So the actual verdict would have basically been guilty, but innocent due to reduced capacity or temporary insanity or something like that. It's innocent in name only. To everyone else looking at it, he's still a guilty man. He just can't be blamed for it. Okay, now that makes so much more sense of why he would want revenge on the defense attorney and Edgeworth. Okay, now things are making a lot more sense. Okay. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, I seriously doubt it was Edgeworth. It could be Yogi due to his messed up brain damage. He came up with the plan and instructions for himself to follow. But I think it's Karma. I think Karma's behind the whole thing. Just because he's pure scum. I have got truly nothing to base it on other than him being scum. And that I don't remember him ever showing up again in future games, only his daughter. So, there's that too. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have anything to do with this? Have something to do with this? God damn it, fucking dyslexic brain. Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait. You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. Eh? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? I don't think we have any piece of evidence that would tie von Karma to... Oh... We don't have a last name for Polly. Either Yogi's fiancée who killed herself is related to von Karma, or von Karma was in love with her. I think that's going to be the case. Relationship could be wrong. It could just be like they grew up together, or he was in love with her or something. But it is possible that either she's von Karma's sister, or his cousin, or something related to. But I definitely think that there's going to be some connection between those two. Because it's just too suspicious to me that Polly is such an important person in this case. I mean, it could be that Polly is just existing so that we would realise that the caretaker was Yogi, and so that we would feel bad for him because of the brain damage and his fiancée killing herself. But I really think there's going to be a connection between Polly and von Karma. But we're going to have to continue this line of questioning and find out next stream on Kino-Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. New episodes upload daily to the YouTube channel, 9 PM UK time. Thank you for joining me, take care, and goodbye.